Imagine this. Over 2,000 years ago, a philosopher in ancient India suggested that everything, from the air we breathe to the stars in the sky, is made up of tiny, indivisible particles. Sounds like modern atomic theory, right? Well, what if I told you this wasn't just about science, but also about how we can live better, more connected lives today? Welcome to the Vaisheshika school of Atomism, an ancient Indian philosophy that proposed the entire universe is made up of tiny particles, much like modern atomic theory. But Vaisheshika didn't stop at atoms. It offered timeless lessons on balance, diversity, and our connection to the universe. Let's take a step back for a moment. Picture ancient India. Philosophers weren't just focused on life's mysteries in the abstract. They wanted to explain everything, from the smallest drop of rain to the movement of the stars. Enter Canada, the sage who founded the Vaisheshika school, a thinker who believed that understanding the basic building blocks of the universe would help us understand life itself. It's like playing with Lego blocks. You start with tiny pieces, but those small parts, when combined, become complex, beautiful creations. Vaisheshika is like that. It teaches that everything, from mountains to people, is made up of tiny atoms, anu. But how they combine creates the rich diversity of life. Let me ask you this. What's something in your life that feels like a small piece, but is actually part of something much bigger? It could be a daily habit, a relationship, or even a single decision. Keep that in mind as we dive deeper, because Vaisheshika is all about understanding how these small pieces form the big picture. Vaisheshika doesn't just stop at atoms. It presents a detailed framework for understanding reality through 6 categories known as padarthas. Let's break them down, and this is where things get really interesting. Substance, dravya. Imagine atoms and objects. Everything you can touch, see, or sense falls into this category. It's the physical universe. Example, take a glass of water. According to Vaisheshika, the water is a substance made of countless tiny atoms. Quality, guna. This is what makes substances unique. It includes properties like color, taste, texture, or even sound. It's how we experience the world. Example, that water? It might be cool, clear, and refreshing. Those qualities define how you experience it. Action, karma. This one is fascinating. It refers to movement and change, how things transform over time. Example, pour that water into a glass. The action of pouring changes the water's state, yet it's still the same substance. Vaisheshika explains how actions affect the world. Universal, samanya. This category allows us to group things together. All trees, for example, are part of the tree category. Example, whether it's an oak or a maple, the tree-ness connects them. Vaisheshika sees this as a universal truth in how we classify the world. Particularity, vishesha. But here's the flip side. Everything is unique. Even though all trees share commonalities, no two are exactly the same. Example, that specific tree in your backyard is distinct. It's not just a tree, it's your tree. Inherence, samavaya. This is where it all comes together. Inherence is the relationship between the whole and its parts, like how qualities and actions belong to a specific substance. Example, the tree's greenness or the water's wetness are inseparable from the tree or water itself. This framework is Vaisheshika's way of explaining how the world fits together. Everything, from atoms to the qualities that define them, works in harmony. Now, if you're thinking, this sounds like modern science, you're absolutely right. What's mind-blowing is that Vaisheshika was developed centuries before the atomic theory we know today. In fact, while scientists like John Dalton were laying the foundation for modern atomic science in the 1800s, Vaisheshika had already envisioned a universe built from indivisible particles thousands of years earlier. But here's where it gets even more profound. Vaisheshika didn't just stop at physical explanations. It extended these ideas to life, ethics, and how we navigate the world. Vaisheshika teaches that the same fundamental particles create everything. Whether it's you, me, or the trees outside, we're all made from the same basic materials. This concept can help us appreciate diversity, whether it's cultural, ideological, or biological. Instead of focusing on what separates us, we can recognize that we all share common origins. For instance, think of the different cultures around the world. Despite our differences, Vaisheshika reminds us that we're fundamentally made of the same stuff. Embracing diversity can help create more unity. Remember how Vaisheshika emphasizes action karma? It teaches that every small action has a ripple effect. Your daily habits, decisions, and interactions might seem small, but they combine over time to create larger outcomes. Consider recycling or reducing waste. One small change in your routine might seem insignificant, but when combined with the actions of others, it can lead to significant environmental benefits. Vaisheshika also encourages balance. Just as atoms combine to create complex structures, we too must find balance in our own lives between work and rest, effort and relaxation. Think about how you balance your time. If everything in the universe works in harmony, maybe we should strive for the same in our personal lives. Now that we've explored Vaisheshika's fascinating view of the universe, ask yourself, how can you apply these principles to your daily life? Whether it's recognizing the power of small actions or appreciating the diversity of people around you, Vaisheshika offers valuable lessons for modern living. Here's a challenge. For the next week, pay attention to the small actions you take and how they impact your surroundings. Whether it's a smile to a stranger or picking up a piece of trash, notice how these seemingly tiny actions build up. The Vaisheshika school may be ancient, but its ideas about the universe, interconnectedness, and action resonate just as powerfully today. By recognizing how deeply connected we are, to each other, to the environment, and to the universe, we can live more mindful, balanced, and meaningful lives. So, what do you think? Could the teachings of Vaisheshika help you see the world differently? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Indian philosophy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode of Philosophy Simplified.